guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel, or if you're new, welcome to my channel. I hope you decide to stick around. Today I am here with a storytime video for you guys. Before we get into the storytime video, I wanted to address two things. First of all, please ignore that. The duct tape holding my lights up, you know, poor people problems. When we gotta keep the lights on, we can't hold the lights up at the same time. So please ignore that. I might try to cut it out of the video, but you know what? I'm not ashamed of it. I'm not ashamed of it. I gotta afford electricity. I can't afford light fixtures too. And second of all, I wanted to give a quick shout out to one of my subscribers. He's a very loyal, nice subscriber. He's always commenting and liking on all of my videos, and I really appreciate it so much, so I wanted to take the time and give him a shout out. His username is ringlordmaster12. Not only is he a really nice subscriber that always comments and likes my videos, but he also has a channel of his own that he just started this year. So if you guys want to go help support one of my supporters, that would be awesome. Again, I'm going to have his info linked up there. You guys should definitely go swing over and check out his channel. Let him know that I sent you. And yeah, today's storytime video is going to be all about the time I hit a mailbox. Like I did not just hit a mailbox, but I ran the whole thing over. It was terrible. So just to give you guys a little bit of a background, I am pretty much the poster child for safe driving. I am like a grandma on the road. I'm always doing the speed limit. I stop for at least 3 seconds at each stop sign. I look both ways and then look left again. I put the turn signal on a little before so that the people have a chance to see. I'm just the poster child for safe driving. Due to my safe driving, I have been lucky enough to have not been in any accidents or gotten any tickets or anything like that. That being said, when this incident happened, I was a wreck. And looking back, it's hilarious because it wasn't that big of a deal, but I was a wreck. Pretty much what happened was, I was on my way home from work. On this particular day, I got out of work a little bit later than I usually do, so the sun was already down. It was already dark outside when I was driving home, and normally I don't drive at night. So I'm driving down this long road and nothing's out of the usual. I'm, you know, just driving home. I've got my radio on, I'm listening to my music, I'm singing to my music. I wasn't like dancing or anything, I was just singing my music, going home. Anyway, so it's dark out, the sun is already down. I'm driving down this long road that'll take me straight home. There's like no turns or anything, but it's pretty much one long road and then there's a bunch of side streets down the entire road. I actually remember the exact song that was playing, and it was Don't Wanna Know by Maroon 5. Side note. I'm approaching this side street, and that's when I see last second that this car is coming, this little white car is coming, and they did not stop at the stop sign. So they are coming from the side street, they don't stop, I'm coming up here. I knew that in my 2001 old car, I wasn't going to be able to stop in time, and I was definitely going to hit them. And I also assumed that since they were coming up so fast that they were just gonna turn that way. If that makes any sense. I figured they were gonna go with the way of the traffic that I was going. I didn't think they were gonna make a left-hand turn. I didn't think that they were gonna cut in front of my lane of traffic and then go in this lane of traffic. I thought they were just gonna, you know, right in front of me. So I start to brake and I turned my car because I was going to go into them. I veered to the left, right, to like swerve around them, if that makes any sense. Like if they were gonna cut me off, I was gonna swerve. I went to do that, and the car that didn't stop at the stop sign, instead of going in the way of traffic, they go to make a left-hand turn. So I'm going like this, and they're coming towards me. So they veered right, and I veered left. We almost collided. I wasn't sure if we did because it was really close, but so at that point, when I saw the headlights in front of me, I like panic mode and I just veered completely off the road. Like at first I was just gonna swerve around him, but then when I saw him coming towards me, I veered completely off the road and I slammed on my brakes, and that's the worst thing you can do because if you just slam on your brakes without like touching and gradually, you know, your brakes can lock up, and that's exactly what mine did. So I was sliding through the grass and I took out a mailbox. But the scariest part was that I didn't know it was a mailbox until I stopped and I got out of the car. So all I saw was this big white thing just smack my windshield and go over my car. So I didn't know if we hit and that was debris from their car because their car was white. I didn't know if there was, I didn't know what happened. So I was still like crazy brain, like what the hell is happening? I just went off the road. Look at my rear view to see like if I hit them. You know what I mean? Because if I hit them, I'm obviously going to be able to see them. And I was assuming somebody was going to come up to my car and, you know, see if I'm all right or something. But I look in the rear view, and their car is still on. They just, like, pulled off to the shoulder of the road. Because now I'm on the opposite side of the road. So I'm, like, facing oncoming traffic now. I veered off, and I'm on the wrong side of the road now. So they're still on the correct side. So my car is facing this way. Theirs is facing this way. And I see them sitting there. I'm sitting here in my car, and I look at my rear view, and I see them take off. Like, they just left. Like, nothing happened. I pull out my phone, and I'm using the phone flashlight to see, and that's where I can see that I hit a mailbox. I took out a mailbox. There's a mailbox behind my car. Like, the pole part of the mailbox was under my car, and the box part, again, it hit my windshield, and it flew over the car, so that was behind my car. So I saw that. And I was like, oh my God, it was just a mailbox. I was terrified my car went into a tree, that I hit an animal, a person, another car. I was so happy it was an inanimate object. You have no idea. At this point, I am hysterically crying because it's just like an adrenaline drop thing for me. When my adrenaline drops, even though I know I'm okay, I'm going to hysterically cry. So I try to call my grandpa. I'm trying to call him because I'm all panicky and I don't know what to do, and he's not answering, and I see the car leave, and I was like, well, I'm not getting stuck with this. After they left and I saw that there was no crazy damage done to my car, there was just like some dents on the hood of my car from me hitting the mailbox and like taking it out, and then there was like not a crack, but like a chip in my windshield from where the mailbox smacked it, and then there's dents on the top of my car from it going over my car. But that's the only damage that was done to my car. I also just had to get the front springs fixed, so I'm not sure if those broke when I took out the mailbox. I don't know. I ended up driving home hysterically crying the whole time. I felt really, really bad that I took out the mailbox and I left. But I was so scared. Like I said, I'd never been given a ticket. I'd never been in an accident, like my fault. I'd never had any type of thing like that. I was a poster child for safe driving, and now this happened, and I was absolutely terrified. I did have work the next morning, so I drove by the exact spot where I took it out, and I saw my skid marks in the road. But I also saw that the owner of the house where I had taken out that mailbox had already put back up the mailbox that I had taken out. So what happened, I didn't actually break the mailbox. I knocked the top off of the pole part, so they just had to put the pole back on and put the top back on. So I didn't see any need in pulling in and stopping in and, you know. So I just left it alone. I know that's terrible. You should never, ever leave the scene of an accident or anything like that, but I'm just telling you guys my story and what happened to me. I also know that it was probably my fault for assuming that the car was going to follow in my direction, but the way I was looking at it is, I don't care. Me hitting the mailbox is still better than if I would have went into them. And now that I think about it, it would have been even worse because I thought I was going to hit the back of them. I would have hit the side of their car. Like, I would have T-boned them because they were making a left-hand turn. So, honestly, I have no regrets. I'm happy that I took out a mailbox and I didn't hit another car, potentially hurting other people or anything. But yeah, that is the time I took out a mailbox and I ran it over. I still have some pretty bad anxiety about driving. Ever since that happened, I'm just like extra cautious now. And I drive a little bit below the speed limit. So, yeah. But anyway, moral of this story is just be careful and never assume the next move of the drivers around you. Just never assume what they're going to do because you're probably wrong because people are unpredictable. I hope that you guys enjoyed this story time video. I did order from ColourPop, so I am going to be having a ColourPop video coming up. If you guys have been waiting, like, girl, where are the ColourPop videos? Like, you were doing lip swatches like every week. I'm getting back to it, alright? I'm getting back to it. I bought phase 1, phase 2, and phase 3, so I'm going to have 3, 6, 9 lip swatches for you guys whenever that does come in, so it could be this weekend, or I think it said it's supposed to come in Saturday. So if it comes in Saturday, you guys should see it probably Saturday or Sunday. Again, if you're new to my channel, I hope that you decide to stick around and hit that subscribe button. I make videos every single week. I do skits, story times, beauty videos, I do it all. So I hope that you find something you like and find a reason to subscribe. But I will see you guys next week. Thank you so much for watching, and bye!